We are live with Piece's Fangame Funnapalooza, except now it's called the Match Fangame.
Yeah.
Would you like to explain?
That's the intro.
I didn't come up with the name Fananza Palooza. I submitted it as untitled game show because I hadn't actually come up with it yet. So they just kind of put that in as the placeholder name, and it just kind of stuck like that. But this is not, unfortunately, the Fananza Palooza. This is the match game. But it's just as exciting, I promise you, if not more.
All right, well, I think I speak for everyone when I say we're looking forward to seeing what you got planned for us tonight, Piece.
Yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. It's not going to be a super long show, but hopefully it'll be packed full of hilarious moments to share with your friends and family.
All right, well, without further ado, I will start the timer and I will turn it over to you.
All right. So welcome everyone to the Match Fangame, and this is a game show based on Match Game, which is a really old game show from the 70s. So if you don't recognize it, I don't blame you. It's basically like the Diet Coke of Family Feud. So
it's a way to sell it.
Yeah. It's just
It's
great.
just a warm-up.
So, to start it off, I'm going to post a poll in the chat, and this is going to come up later. So, anyone who's in the call right now, don't click on this link. This is just for the audience. So, respond to this with just a lowercase single word. You only have one response. And just respond with the first thing that comes to your mind when you see the prompt. And I guess don't try to be funny because I'm the only person who's going to look at it, so it's not going to matter.
He won't laugh.
I will not laugh at your
But
funny
what
joke.
if someone really wants to make you laugh, Piece?
Piece is Canadian, he doesn't laugh.
Oh, okay.
I won't laugh, I'll just apologize instead.
You be careful what you say about Canadians. Watch your tongue.
Canadian.
Alright, so let's start the match game. I'll explain the rules as we go. I mean, it's like the simplest rules you can imagine, so it's not that hard. But first, let's welcome our host, Gene Eric.
There he is.
Holy crap.
Drakes?
Can we get some Drakes, please?
Hi, everyone. Shut up. No laughing in the stands. This is a serious show.
So you can smoke as the host of the show.
Yes. I've been smoking the cigar since I was born. Don't worry about it.
How is it not finished being on fire?
It's a part of him.
Special cigar.
Ah.
I got a buddy. If you need some special cigars, he can hook you up.
All right. All right, so in the match game, we have our two contestants that are going to try to match their answers with our 6 celebrity guests. So let's go.
The asterisk?
I don't know. Let's go meet our contestants. Oh, here they are. We have on the left, on the green triangle team, we have Polaroid. How are you tonight, Mr.
Thank you for having me. I'm doing just fine.
Are you ready to match the stars tonight?
I'm ready to Fananza Palooza.
That is not the name of this show. Please take that back.
I take it fully, though.
Thank you. All right, and on the right, we have Master Maxify, who it is currently like 4 a.m. for. How's it going?
Yeah, it's getting light outside. I'm just watching the day cycle. Anyway, hello. I'm Master Maxify. The birds are singing.
Good morning.
Are the flowers blooming?
Not yet. The sun hasn't come out.
All right. Well, regardless, welcome to the show. Let's hope that you can match the stars as well. All right. Well, now that we've met our contestants, let's go meet our celebrity guests. Here they are. Let's just go in order and have them introduce them. First up, we have Patrick. How are you tonight?
Hey, I'm doing great tonight, Gene.
All right. I forgot my name was Gene.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's all those special cigarettes you're smoking, Gene.
Yeah, I think I'm losing my memory. Let's get on with it before it gets worse. All right, well, next we have Paragus Rants, the popper himself.
Popping.
Yeah,
not tonight.
All right, he's not popping tonight.
Hopefully not tonight.
You probably won't be. But hopefully he'll be giving some crazy answers. All right, well, next we have Rasik, the DJ.
Yeah, what's up? I thought I was going to be the oldest one here, but thankfully I've got Para beside me, so yeah, we're good.
You were born in the 70s, right?
No.
Oh, shit, really?
1980, bud.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, fight of the grandpas.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Para is the only
Walker.
one who was alive when this game show was even going on.
Someone born in the 70s, nothing good came from the 70s. And I've been listening to the music on this show for the last 20 minutes in Discord, waiting for the show to start, and I already want to end my life.
Well, I mean, you were born in the 70s, so checks
Yeah,
out.
yeah, I know. It's trash.
All right, well, let's take a look at our next celebrity guest. It's Cosmo, the man who works his way into every event in Fangame Marathon.
Hi, Gene. It's great being here, as with every other event in this marathon.
All right. Anything you have to say that you haven't already said?
I will do my best to not be as old as Rasik today, but still be Canadian.
All right, well, that sounds like quite the task ahead of you, but good luck.
Thank you.
Next, we have Wolsk. How are you?
Yeah.
All right, next we have Naloa, the only man on this board who is not from North America.
Hi, it's also 4 a.m. here. I don't know how I'm up in time. Where am I?
I don't know.
You're on the stage now.
You're in the 1970s.
Oh, no.
Yep.
You've woken up in the 70s. It's dystopian. Everything is a game show.
And there are special cigars everywhere.
Do I have to smoke one of them?
No.
Oh, phew.
No, but you do have to be in the 70s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like a great trade-off.
Well, you have Margaret Thatcher to look forward to.
The great things.
Wow. Already off the rails. I love it.
All right, well, that is our panel of celebrity guests that we're going to be trying to match with. All right, well, I didn't actually come up with a way to decide who goes first, so I'm just going to say that Polaroid is going to go first.
Wow.
And you get to choose which prompt you want. Do you want prompt A or prompt B?
Absolutely prompt B, because it's what Wolsk would want.
That's so true.
Right.
We're already matching.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I may as well give you a point already for matching with Wolf.
Whoa.
All right, so how this is going to work is I'm going to read off a fill-in-the-blank question, and the 6 panel guests are going to send me a Discord DM with their answer, and after all of them have answered, then the music will stop, and then I will ask you, Polaroid, the contestant, to give me your answer. And then you get 1 point for each panel member that you match with. It's pretty simple, but it's effective, and it's the best television since Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Simple enough for me.
All right. Let me just make sure I'm set up to do this. Okay. Let me read off the prompt. So, the prompt is, quote, "This fan game is impossible," said unaware Andy, as he repeatedly died to the same spike. Whenever I try to jump, it blanks instead. So send me your answers, panel members. Unaware Andy said, whenever I try to jump, it blanks instead. All right, just waiting for an answer from one more person. There it is. All right, we've got all 6
Chat and
responses.
email only, or no?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, it won't change anything.
I don't. Yeah, it's not like knowing.
There's
it.
too much of a delay.
All right.
good.
Well, Polaroid, what do you say to that prompt? Whenever I try to jump, it blanks instead.
I'm gonna say flips my gravity.
All right, it flips my gravity instead.
Okay, ours.
All right.
Well, let's see if you match with any of our panel members. All right, well, Pat, why don't you tell us your thought process here?
Well, oftentimes when you jump off the edge of the block, these games eat your jump. It's just a known fact. So that's what I put. Eats my jump.
Well, that is not a match, I am sorry to say, but that is a good answer. Well,
It's the truth.
Para, what did you say in response to this?
I also went with Eats My Jump. I remember playing the original I Want to Be the Guy and trying to walk off that cloud on the second screen and thinking, it's eating my damn jump, this game is trash. And then realizing that it's not eating your jump, you're just walking off.
That is very true. Well, it's not looking good, Polaroid, but maybe someone else will be on the same wavelength / IQ. Rasik, what did you say?
That was 3. So I didn't match. I was used to like weird control, so I just said shoots.
All right.
Like when you go to jump, it shoots the gun instead.
I get it.
All right. Yeah, sure. Not a match. Well,
Doing great, guys.
yeah. No, this is awesome. All right,
I
Cosmo.
expect this to go well.
Well, Gene, I play a lot of really bad games. And one thing that I definitely know is that if a game is impossible, then it's really impossible. And what better way to make a game impossible than to make it so that every time you jump, it restarts your game?
That's galaxy we're in.
Well, that would be pretty
Makes for a
cool.
tough game. Makes for a tough game.
I don't want to jump.
No,
right,
no
well.
jumps here.
Well, your answer is interesting. Whenever I try to jump, it blanks instead. What did you say?
Well, I was thinking of one of my personal favorite fan games, I Wanna, where on the first screen, whenever you try getting over a spike, it also jumps. And that was my answer.
So whenever I try to jump, it jumps instead. Fascinating, but not a match.
Not bad.
All right, well,
Nailed it.
finally, we have Nal.
You're already laughing at my one.
Finally.
Yeah, so I was trying to think what an unaware Andy would be doing. If I was thinking straight, I probably would have said shoots as well. However, my thought was if he's not jumping, he must be pressing another button. So whenever this guy's trying to jump, he's accidentally pressing Q instead.
All right.
Well,
All right.
Well, not a
what a
match.
control scheme.
Well, that is just grand. It looks like we have no matches on that round. So
Hell yeah, Shadows.
Who do we blame, Gene?
We're still in it. No worries.
No, we're good. All right, well, that means that we're going to go on to Max's question. Hopefully he does a little bit better.
Than he did in the avoidance tournament.
Oh, he did perfectly fine in the avoidance tournament.
So it's looking good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's 4:30
Yeah, you can
AM, I
avoid
wouldn't
matching
have
with
my
all of
own
us.
Let's go.
This is awesome.
Redemption, finally.
All right, well, let's get on with the second prompt for Max. Kayan has finally come up with a new sequel to I Want to Be the Guy, and it takes place in the future, where the kid is much older. He now goes by the name The Blank.
Can you repeat?
Kayan has finally come up with a new sequel to I Want to Be the Guy, and it takes place in the future where the kid is much older. He now goes by the name The Blank. Gotta get that 70s slap bass music in.
Oh, that's beautiful. Everyone can take their time with these answers. Oh, never mind.
We've got all 6 of them. All right, Max. What is the kid's new name? The Blank.
So my very basic thought process at this very late hour has imagined that if it's in the future and he was the kid before, he must be the adult now. So my answer is the adult.
You know, that makes a lot of sense. But is it a match? I don't know. Let's see if the other panel members are as, basic thinking as you. Well, Pat, why don't you tell us about your response?
Well, I don't know if I would call my thought process basic, but I did think logically about it, and I think it would be the adult.
Well, look at that. We've got a match.
My God.
Awesome. One point. That is brilliant. All right. Well, Para, what was your response?
I went with the Boomer, just because I feel like it's a representation of the senior citizens in this community.
Not a match, but a fine response. A very appropriate one. All right, Rasik, what did you say?
I went with the man.
The man? Yeah?
The man, yeah.
Man.
The man who's always out to get you.
Yeah.
Not a match. Cosmo, what about you?
Well, Gene, in my life, I've never had a father figure, and really it came to mind in this instance. And a male adult really is a father.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Do you want a hug? Can I give Cosmo a hug?
No, you may not get out of your seat.
Bad times.
If you get out of your seat, you will be shot on sight.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's the 70s. You can do that.
That seems par for the course.
We're allowed to do that and smoke on set.
Wow. Okay. Really not messing around here.
All right, Wolsk, what was your response?
Well, the way I saw it, there were really only 2 answers based on the previous experiences with the show. And that would be either Paragus or Rasik. And I had to go with my boy Rasik.
Why, because they're old?
Because they're old.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, that's
All right.
That's not very nice at all.
That's true, though. Keep in mind, I am the second oldest panelist. Just so we
If there's a sequel past that, then you'd be the Paragus.
All
The
right,
third
now,
installment.
we should be on the same wavelength, you know?
Para's already almost out.
Yeah, so I had a thought of the kid grows up as well, and I thought of I Want to Be the Guy, and I remembered the grandfather.
Oh, he's not the father. He's the grandfather.
Oh, skipping right over the pops. Nice.
Well, you know, one is better than none.
Yeah, I went a bit further, I'm afraid, Max. Sorry about that.
Well, a
Well-
grandfather is an adult.
I'm going for a hole in one.
Yeah, well, bad luck on that, but you did get 1 point, which is more than Polaroid can say. So we've got 0 to 1. It's quite the close game here.
Very binary in there.
Very exciting stuff. All right, well, we're going to move on to the second round, round 2 of 2. This is your last chance to score some points. So we're going to let Polaroid go first again. You get to choose prompt A or B.
This time I'll do A for my buddy's dog.
Oh, mixing it up.
Oh, you're gonna regret that decision.
Oh.
Just kidding. It doesn't.
Let's
really
get to it.
Prompt A is that you get shot.
That's if you get up out of your seat.
Yeah, that's the prompt.
What's prompt B?
I'll take
Prompt B is you're stabbed.
Catch a bullet in the face.
Yeah, this
Well,
isn't
that one has to
actually a
be for
game
me
show.
because I'm from the UK.
It's a little different, yeah.
All right, I guess I'll read off prompt A for you. The I Wanna Maker devs are running out of ideas and outsource their new content to Camellia. You can look forward to the newest version of the game that now includes blank. So the I Wanna Maker devs are outsourcing their game to Camellia. What is the newest addition to the game?
Oh, I'm such an idiot.
Can I change my answer?
No.
I have the dumbest answer. I guarantee it.
No final boss.
All right, that's all 6 answers. So Polaroid, why don't you tell us the newest addition to I Wanna Maker?
All right. The newest addition to I Wanna Maker is based off of the art form of Fangames. It's about what Kale says is Camellia as Picasso in our time. It's all about the art form of title cards. You know, any corner of the screen, slap some artwork on it. Beautiful.
Yeah, you know, my favorite title cards are ones that just tell you what the music on the screen is. Those are my favorite ones.
Me as well.
All right, well, title cards. Did you get a match with any of our panel members? Let's start with Pat, as we always do.
Well, first off, one of the developers of I Wanna Maker, these plans were supposed to be secret, so I'm kind of disappointed they were leaked already. Okay, but what my thought process was, there is already an April Fool's mode in I Wanna Maker. You know, year before last, we did the K3 thing, so there's already actually some title cards and corner jumps and things like that. So I wanted to go with something that's technically not present in the game. So I went with, what would Camellia add? There's already some Toho bullets, so maybe Camellia would add Camellia themselves as a boss you could fight.
Big ego.
That's meta. Look at you.
Yeah, he probably would. But
you went there.
Not a match. All right, Paragus.
Well, I know the go-to answer for a lot of people would be quarter jumps, but anyone who's played Maker for more than 2 minutes knows that there's already plenty of those. So I figured maybe Minesweeper, since that was his stage in the actual game. And who wouldn't love their needle interrupted with some impromptu Minesweeper?
Well, I would love some Minesweeper, and I want
Me too, Gene.
I love you guys calling me Gene.
Yep, someone's pointing out that Patrick is moving a little faster. I know it's the 70s. Is he doing cocaine over there?
I feel like of all of the panelists, he would be the number 6 on everyone's list.
That's exactly why he's the one doing it.
Right.
We don't know what substances these people have put inside of their bodies. We took them off of the streets.
It's 70s, though, so it's got to be cocaine.
It's probably cocaine.
I think Pat is just young and spry. Something that you're
and
not
full
used
of
to.
cocaine.
Yeah.
I decline to comment.
I mean, these answers.
All right, Rasik, what is your answer to this incredible question?
Well, speaking of putting substances into your body, if we can think of the most iconic moment from the Camellia series, it's when she's got grape juice all over her face. So I put grape juice.
Wow.
All right, well, that's an answer, certainly. But
I didn't think of that
Wow.
one.
That'll be next April Fools.
That was my number 2, actually. It was grape juice.
yeah, I definitely would have considered saying grape juice for sure. But not a match again. Will Polaroid score a single point? Let's see.
What can
Cosmo.
Well, Gene,
God, no.
I thought of things Camellia could really bring to the table that some would really change I Want to Make Her in ways no one could have ever even thought of possible. So, of course, the one thing that you could add that would change that is an unfinished extra.
All right.
Wow.
It's not looking good. I am surprised that no one has said corner jump yet.
It was too obvious.
They're already there.
They're there.
You're supposed to put in the obvious one. Well, Wolsk, what was your answer?
Well, I will say when I said I wanted to change my answer, the one that I thought of that made me laugh was drama. But I actually put down title cards.
Oh my god, he did.
What?
Wow, we're
Snap.
still in it.
Wow.
Damn it, dude.
That's impressive.
Wow,
They
incredible.
counted me out.
Good work.
We knew after round 1 when you said B, there was going to be a match.
We knew it. All right, Nell. What did you oh my god. Okay, well, I'm just going to copy what you said, and it's going to go off of the screen. But why don't you tell us about your answer?
Okay, so if anyone actually knows Camellia's needle style of making, you know that he loves more than just corner jumps. Like, any kind of 32 pixel needle, he's actually a big fan of. If it's diagonals, planes, double corners, anything you can think of. So I figured he'd find a way to just have those pre-made and put them in directly. Oh.
That is Nell's answer.
You included the brackets, huh? Pre-made 32 pixel needle.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm sorry to say that is not a match.
I can't believe you didn't guess that. What an idiot.
My god.
All right, well, miraculously, you actually scored a point in that round, which puts you even with Max, which means if he doesn't score a point in this next round, we're going to have to go to the tiebreaker question.
Ooh.
Sudden death.
Do you have a tiebreaker question, Gene?
You know what? I do have a tiebreaker question.
Attaboy, Gene.
Yeah, I came prepared. All right, well, Max, it's your prompt now. I'm going to give you prompt B. Are you ready?
Potentially.
All right, well, why don't you tell me when you're definitely ready?
Okay, alright. I think I might be ready right about now.
All right, let's go then. I'm just going to hope that you're ready enough for this. All right, your prompt is, everyone was arguing again about the name of the red killer object. Apple, cherry, and delicious fruit were all thrown around until one person changed everything when they said, "Come on, guys, it's clearly a blank."
Oh my god.
Like, do you want to start a riot? This is how you start a riot.
This is going to get out of hand, Gene.
Everyone was arguing again about the name of the red fruit. They were all calling it apple, cherry, and delicious fruit until one person said, "Come on, guys, it's clearly a blank."
So does this mean it has to be something that's not those?
Well, you can write whatever you want, but it should be something that logically makes sense.
All right.
Yeah, he has to change everything.
Yeah, whatever he said, it has to be groundbreaking. If it's not, you're gone. All right, that's all 6 responses. Why don't you give us an answer, Max?
Right, so my understanding from the prompt is that a Giga Chat came into the chat and told everyone, guys, it's clearly cherry, because that's what it is, and he silenced everyone in the chat, and that's what happened. My answer is cherry.
Oh no.
All right, so
Get
people
that
were calling it
tiebreaker ready.
apple, cherry, and delicious fruit, and he said, "Guys, come on, it's a cherry." And
That's
everyone listened to him.
groundbreaking.
You got
And they
that
were like,
tiebreaker
I
ready?
never thought of it that way. Well, all right. Well,
Max is just sticking to his guns. He's like, I don't give a shit what the question is. It's a effing cherry, okay?
The foot is down.
I guess he wanted a tiebreaker.
maybe. Well, let's see. Maybe some of the panels are just as stubborn as you. Well, Pat, what did you say?
When I think of groundbreaking, I don't think of cherry, delicious fruit, or what's the last one? Apple. I'm sorry. I thought of the other red fruit I know, which is pomegranate.
Damn.
Yeah,
Delicious pomegranate.
I love pomegranate. Actually, I don't. Just pulled a little funny on you. Well, Para, what did you say?
Well, if someone's going to come into chat and they're going to not say it's the cherry or an apple or a delicious fruit, then I went with tomato, Gene. It's red, it's edible, and yep, that's pretty much the end of it.
And it's also a fruit, so it makes sense.
There you go.
Not a match. All right, Rasik, what was your response? It just starts with an every time.
I went very much a red, delicious fruit. Cherry would be not what I put. I put tomato as well.
Oh, we got a match.
Yeah.
Wrong one.
You guys have won a romantic outing together.
I'd rather
Engaged.
not. I'd rather not. I'm good.
It's Italian food.
Have a lot of things to talk about from the 80s.
We do.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you might have heard of them.
Oh, boy, did I... Oh, don't get me started.
Okay, we won't.
Yep.
All right, Cosmo, what's your answer?
Boomer match. That's us. Yep, let's go.
I'm sorry, Gene. I couldn't think of anything good this round. The only red round object that came to mind was the Game Maker 8 logo.
Oh, that's fascinating, but
The red ball.
not going to be a match. All right, Wolves, what was your answer?
Well, I decided perhaps the real answer is being a jackass, which is an answer that has been given in chats before, so I figured I'd play into that as something that I've heard. I chose player killer.
Yep.
That's terrible, but no.
Wow.
I mean, no.
Gene was not having that answer.
Gene does not like that answer.
Gene does not approve.
You're upset, Gene.
I guess it's not a match with Gene.
Okay, now what was your answer?
Well, Gene, as proof that you shouldn't kidnap a person at 4 a.m., when the prompt was first read out, I heard it as red icon, not red apple. So I couldn't replace my answer before we'd already submitted, and I went with Game Maker icon as well.
Look at that.
Wow.
We've got another match.
Oh my god.
Two matches. Handshake.
The other thing I thought of after hearing red fruit was actually tomato, so...
Well, look at that.
would have been a freeway.
I like the way you said tomato.
Yeah.
I don't.
Why not?
Because it's tomato.
It's your opinion.
Yeah, would that have been a match?
I'll say potato next.
Oh,
You better go to bed.
All right, well,
The ones who said help.
no points on that round, which means we're going to go into the bonus round. So how this is going to work is I'm going to read off a prompt, and both the panel members and the contestants are going to send me their answers at the same time. And this is so that, because we're only going to be doing one question, and we're just going to see who matches with who. So let me find my bonus prompt here. I actually have 4 written down, so I had to choose which one I want.
so this is the G-brain strat of getting content.
I have to DM you this one.
Yep, so you're going to DM me your answers, Polaroid and Max,
Alright.
as well as all of the panel members. Okay. So this is a very straightforward and simple prompt, but let's go with it. So your prompt is: John Games was excited to play Fangame Roulette until he rolled a blank game.
Oh man, I thought the last question was going to get people fired up.
You can't say John Game on a marathon.
Oh man, I'm just. I woke up and I chose violence today.
Oh no.
What kind of game did John Games roll that he was really not excited to play? Alright, that's all our answers. So, Polaroid, why don't you tell us about your answer?
Alright, well, I considered my options. I'm a veteran of Stonk's live stream, and he's all about roulette. And I thought about impossible games, but those can be pretty fun, and you're not really expected to beat them. But what some people really hate to see is that 90-plus needle, talking about L needle.
Oh, the dreaded L needle.
Oh no.
Alright, Max, what did you say?
Sorry. I was thinking that John Game was having his roulette, and he accidentally rolled a game made by none other by the legendary Skywalker.
Well, who wouldn't be happy to play a Skywalker game?
Yep, that's my answer. Skywalker game.
Alright, well, let's see if we get any matches. If we don't, then I'm going to be upset.
No promises.
Alright. Pat, why don't you tell us about your answer?
So I imagine the character of John Game to be someone who hasn't played a fan game before, pretty new to the community, and was like, yeah, I want to hit the random button, because these games must all be good. And then the first game they get is a Sudoku game, and they're not prepared for it.
No one is prepared for the Sudoku.
A bit of a simple answer, but yeah.
Cosmo is.
Hey.
Cosmo's fuming.
Alright, Para, why don't you tell us about your answer?
I feel like I went with the obvious answer, which is avoidance, because nothing kills your momentum than just having to sit there and memorize a bunch of attacks that are highly scripted. It just kills all the fun, kills your momentum, and just makes you want to stop.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone saw that coming, but not a match.
I definitely did.
Well, Rasik, what was your answer?
It like cuts out your mic too, so like the joke doesn't even work that well.
God damn it. You waited till like the fifth answer.
Perfect. It's so much better this way.
Oh my god. Oh,
John Games.
my god. I can relate to John Game. He's actually a good friend of mine. He told me this story. He said, I really love your stream, twitch.tv/Rasik. That's RACIC. Go ahead, drop a follow. But when you're playing those games where you have to avoid all those things, I really hate them. So I unfortunately match with my fellow old man here. I put avoidance.
Oh, another boomer match. This is
another boomer match.
When you're thinking about your good times you had, avoidance certainly isn't one of them.
No, I've never. Anyway, I'll just leave it at that before I get ostracized anymore from this community.
Sure, I get ostracized. It's nice out here.
That's really cute. You should share dentures.
We will.
Diapers too.
All right, well, Cosmo, why don't you tell us about your answer?
Jane, it's simple. I only got one word for you. Needle.
Oh, that's close, but I don't think that counts as a match with Polaroid, unfortunately. It's not specific enough.
Real shame.
It's acceptable.
If it was the 80s.
Yeah.
Some people just can't take any needle. I get it.
Wolsk, I don't even know what this means.
Yeah, well, all right. So,
here we go.
As a longtime player of roulette, I can say it's got its ups and downs, but not everyone is prepared for the downs and the ups that come with doing roulette. So once you roll a game in roulette,
just go.
There's nothing worse than rolling a fan game.
Of course.
Super wrong.
Unlike the games elsewise on Belfort.
Can we get another panelist? Do we have one on standby?
We're trying to get these guys points.
What's this guy doing here?
It's all down to now.
I didn't realize we had Twitch chat on the panel.
Is he the wrong marathon?
I don't know. All right, now can you save it, or we're gonna go to another tiebreaker?
Yeah, so I was trying to think of other people's roulette streaks, like Stinky and Wolfie, and I know the one thing that they specifically try to avoid is avoidance. So I'm going to look forward to the outside world in the 70s.
Well,
That's Detroit.
This sucks.
This is discrimination. You've all seen it here live.
Everything is
This is what
awful.
we deal with.
We managed to pick the two biggest genres and still didn't get a match.
It was the most agreed upon answer of all the questions so far, and we were ridiculed by chat for even bringing it up. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, who's ridiculed now? Chat, huh? Exactly.
Probably me.
It's okay. Yeah, I mean that. Well,
I don't know. What about Easy Miku or For My Valentine? Can't roll those out.
All right, well, let's move on so we don't go overtime. Oh, we probably won't because the final round is pretty short. But anyway, let's go on to our
Sorry,
second.
the cops coming?
It's the 70s.
Yeah, it's the 70s. They're everywhere.
I could say it was Detroit.
Yeah, I guess I should probably use push to talk on.
I gotta get out of
Really
here.
obnoxious, man. They're coming for you or what? What's going on over there?
I did say I have those, special cigars.
You were talking about smoking the devil's lettuce over there. I mean, did they find out?
Don't worry about it.
We announced it on a game show, you know?
All right, well, with a topical second bonus question, let's go ahead. It looks the same. All right, so a new popular avoidance game has released, but some people object to its design. And they say, can you even call it an avoidance game if it doesn't have blank in it?
I think I said, can you even call it popular if it's an avoidance?
I don't know.
There's a lot of shade in front today. It's a good thing it's the 70s.
How many of these final tiebreaker questions do you have prepared, Peace?
I have 4.
Okay, good.
Thank God we're going to use all of them.
Maybe more.
If we end up using all 4, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll have to come up with a new one off the top of my head, and it's going to be bad. It's going to be very bad.
Can you repeat the question, please?
And one of them gets shot.
Yeah, I'll repeat the question. A new popular avoidance game has released, but some people object to its design. Can you call it an avoidance game if it doesn't have blank in it?
See, the final tiebreaker would have to be you just give 2 options and you pick one or the other.
One of us gets shot, the other doesn't.
Just make a coin flip out of it. Maybe we can borrow Cosmo's game.
No, never again.
Welcome to the coin flip game show.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
I'm not joining the coin flip club.
All right, Polaroid, what's your answer?
All right. Well, I tried to think as truly simply as possible, because this is a simple game with some simple folk. And I went with projectiles, because you can't have an avoidance if there's not something to avoid.
Yeah, I mean,
It just makes sense.
I guess so. I
That's
don't know
that's the smartest thing said in this entire fan game.
I don't know how it would even be
Thank you.
classified as an avoidance in the first place if it didn't have a projectile.
Because Cheekers tagged it.
Ah, yeah.
Ugh. Delford.
I hate that site. All right, what did you say, Max?
Right, so I was thinking that, if we're looking at the clearly very small avoidance community, they would be complaining that the avoidance is missing Miku, a fan favorite.
Of course, every fan game needs a Miku in it, as everyone knows. Even if the song is not a Miku song, she has to be there.
She's always there.
Always hanging around. All right, well, let's see if we get any matches at all. Let's start with Pat.
God, I hope we get a match. I thought simply I put bullets.
Oh my God,
No,
it
that
is a
one.
match, and it's Polar.
Wow.
It's a match. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, thank God.
All right, well, Para, what did you say?
I'm a simple man too. I thought, and I said music because what kind of a garbage avoidance would sit there and just have you dodge this crap with no music in the background?
I mean, there are a few like that, I think.
And they're trash!
While Twitch does avoidance doesn't have music, you think that's trash?
Yep!
Yeah.
All right, well.
Wow.
Yeah, Pat really dropped the ball there.
Rasik, what was your answer?
I'm gonna go with the popular anime character Hitsune Miku.
Also known as Mike. Well,
There's Mike.
That's a match for Max, which is concerning, but
Slightly.
let's move on. Cosmo, what did you say?
Gene, I know it's the 70s, but we're going to use some Drakes in the chat. I put projectiles as well.
Oh my god, look at that. Another match.
Oh dear.
On the edge of my seat, Gene.
This is brilliant television. Walsk, what did you say?
Well, it's looking like we've got another match, except it's with Para because I put music.
Oh.
I thought you played some avoidances.
Hey, if it doesn't have music, don't even bother playing it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, screw you, Patrick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
All right, now are you going to put the tie back or are you going to let Polaroid win?
This is it now. It's all
Well,
up to you.
Gene,
It's all down to now.
if I had to think of one thing that avoidance players would have to complain about if it wasn't in their avoidance game, they'd probably say it's a needle game instead, because it's the same every time. So if an avoidance doesn't have RNG, is it really an avoidance?
No! You just destroyed every pattern avoidance player out there.
Truly.
Melanzana in shambles.
Has some barrage in it.
Well, I'm sorry to say, Max, I thought your Miku answer was going to win, but Polaroid actually sweeps away with the victory with 3 points to your 2.
Bang.
It was a close game, but we're going to have to say goodbye to you. Do you have any last words before your untimely demise?
Oh, no.
Well, they tried to silence me, but, well, I guess it's just time to go.
Well, I'm afraid to say you're going to face a very 70s death, so I look forward to that.
Well,
An
overdose?
overdose? You're going to overdose on cocaine?
Lung cancer?
Eaten by dogs?
Here it comes.
Eaten by my own kind.
Yes.
What's that?
That's so 70s.
Now, something completely different.
Oh my god.
All right, Polaroid. You are today's winner, but in order to decide how much money you're going home with, we're going to go into the final round. Are you excited?
All right. I'm ready, Gene.
All right, well, first let me go gather the results of that audience poll. Let me see here. Okay, some people answered with capital letters when they shouldn't have, which is annoying, but
These directions were very simple.
I'm just going to go based on what I see. It might be slightly inaccurate, but it doesn't really matter.
If chat wants to complain, it's their own fault for not following the simplest instruction.
Let's move on. Here we go.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
There we go.
There they go.
All right, well, welcome to the final round. This is in 2 parts, and the first part is called the Super Match. And this is pretty much Family Feud, but you are going to be given a simple fill-in-the-blank prompt, and you have to try to give us the answer that you think is the #1 audience response, but you can match with the top 3, and how much money you get depends on it. And so how it's going to work is you're going to see the prompt, and then you're going to choose 3 different panel members that you want to give you a suggestion for the answer, and then you're going to use one of their answers as your answer, and then you get a certain amount of money based on what you give. So I'm going to show you the prompt, or actually, Yeah, I'm going to show you the prompt, and then you're going to pick the 3 people. So here's your prompt. It is blank needle. And as you can see, the number 1 answer is going to get you $500, and the number 3 gets you $100. So for this prompt, why don't you give us your 3 different panel members to give you a suggestion?
All right. Let's go with my friend Patrick, Wolsk, and Paragus Rance for some age diversity.
All right, well, Pat, what is your suggestion?
The phrase I most often hear with thrown around with needle is gimmick needle nowadays.
I have heard that one, yeah.
All right,
Thank
Wolsk.
you.
Well, I would say the definitely the most popular would be gimmick and L needle, and judging by the hatred of L needle, I'm going to say that would definitely be the first choice people would think of.
Okay.
Wow.
Paragus,
I mean-
the last one. What do you say?
How about generic? It's
All right.
boring. It's the same 2 jumps over and over again. It's generic. It's most of the games these people make.
All right, Polaroid. Well, why don't you choose between gimmick L and generic needle? Which one do you think is going to place the highest?
All right. Well, I used it before, and I'll use it again. I'm going to go with L Needle.
All right, well, let's hope you get a match. Let's see what the number 3 answer is. It was Crimson Needle.
I was actually thinking about saying that, but I didn't.
You did say generic needle. We've all seen that.
Now. Hold on.
Shots.
We got Calmander in the chat. Calmander.
Okay.
All right, what's the number 2 answer? Oh, there it is.
There
It's
it
the
is.
L needle. Well, that's going to get you $250.
250 smackaroos.
You know, in the 70s, that's a pretty decent amount of money. All right.
A lot of special cigars with
Well,
that.
what was the number 1 answer that we missed? There it is. It's the gimmick needle. Well, that is fine. I mean, $250 is a cool amount of cash, but you have the chance to multiply that tenfold and go home with $2,500. So how this works is you're going to choose 1 panel member to match with, and you're going to be given a prompt, and you have to give the same answer as them, and if you match, you're going to walk home with $2,500. If you don't get a match, you're still going to get $250, but it's not going to be as funny.
Okay.
Not gonna be as funny.
So why don't you choose your panel member that you wish to match with?
All right. Well, I think that we've all seen the chemistry. My bond with Wolsk is unbreakable.
All
You
right,
watched
well,
Fangame Feud last year, right? This might not be the play.
This may be the part where I regret it.
Let's go bananas easy.
all right. Well, are you ready for your prompt? Both of you, or well, Wolsk, you're going to send me your answer, and then you're going to say it out loud, Polaroid. All right. Are you ready, Wolsk?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. It's a very simple prompt. Your prompt is, I want to kill the blank. You gotta match. Give the same answer. I want to kill the blank. Rasik has sent me something, even though he is not in the in the question. So thank you for that.
I was typing out why I sent it. You don't gotta put me on blast like that, dude.
You just like send out your Twitch.
All right. Well, Wolsk has sent me his answer. What is your answer, Polaroid, for the big money, the big prizes?
All right. Well, I'm sure it's a concept everyone is familiar with. It was quite the game when it came out. Some called it perfect. Some say it fell from grace. I'm going to go with the sacred Camellia.
All right. He's going to go with I Want to Kill the Camellia, a perfect game. If anyone saw Josh's run of that earlier, I think they'd debate that, but is he going to match with Wolsk? I don't know. What was your answer, Wolsk?
Well, when I heard I want to kill the, I mean, obviously there's a few things that pop into mind. Sudoku, Go Bananas Easy, Guy.
I thought of it.
But I figured I would probably just we match. I had a feeling that you were gonna go with the Sacred, and I also chose Camellia.
Oh my God! It is a match. That is incredible. He's gonna walk home with $2,500.
Oh my God!
He's pogging up.
Thank you.
He's losing it.
Amazing.
Oh, congratulations, Polaroid. You are tonight's grand winner.
That's like $80,000 in today's money.
It's a lot of money.
Something like that.
You can buy a lot of Coke with that.
I also want to thank my other contestant, Max. You were great. Thank you for having me, for all the credits.
Well, you see, I'm actually dead, so you can't speak to me right now.
It's from Beyond the Grave. R.I.P.
Sorry, he'll be dead soon as well.
No.
Alright, well, that's gonna do it for the match game tonight. Thank you everyone for watching, and thank you to our lovely participants, alive or dead, and our panel members who could grace us with their presence tonight, some of whom will probably go to bed immediately after this.
And thank you so much to Margaret Thatcher.
Biggest thanks to Margaret Thatcher for being the greatest Prime Minister in British history.
So, any avoidance players, I was just saying what Johnny Games didn't want to roll. Okay, like I just don't hate me. Okay.
I'll take the opposite stance. You can completely hate me. 'Cause you're
Great, awesome. Hate him.
I stand by my answer. I know what Stinky and Wolfie skipping roulette.
I'm trying to
I
get
don't
some.
know. I think these judges were a bit, well, you know.
I
So
support Brexit.
how do I return home then?
Oh, you don't?
Not the 70s?
I don't know.
Let's just zoom out here.
It's the 70s. They have like Flintstone cars.
Oh no.
Nice. Some say Paris still has his.
Alright, well, are there any tech crew members that want to play us out, or are we just going to sit here?
Alright, I'll go ahead and drop the curtain on you then.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peace, and all of the contestants for that excellent showing.